Welcome back to a part 2 of pickups. This one is personal pickups. So let's get into it. Let's get into the very first item. Item. We'll just grab as we go. We got movies. We got 2 DVDs. Walked into a few DVD shops looking for some movies. They have, they don't have. Price is too much. But I found a place in, where was this? Somewhere, I think it was in Akihabara. I found these 2. I was like, you know what? I'll take them. We have this Akira Kurosawa movie. I forgot what the name of this movie, Yoji Bui or something like that, but it's an Akira Kurosawa movie, and I'm a huge fan of Akira Kurosawa. He's probably my second or third favorite director of all time. So, and then we have this one as well. This was a collector's edition, so I had to pick this one up as well. I know it's not one of his more typical, he does samurai movies, but collector's edition, why not? So, we got not 1 but 2 Akira Kurosawa movies. Moving on to picked up some strategy guidebooks. Now obviously I said I wanted to pick up a few others, but I was like, hey, it's gonna be too heavy, or can't bring it back in my suitcase, or shipping's gonna be way too expensive. So I said screw it. So the prices were very good on them, like all the Animal Crossing, because I knew the price that they were at, I could easily get 10 to 15 bucks each, because I know there's a huge collector base for Animal Crossing. Like, they'll collect anything, but I was like, nah. I just picked up for myself. So we picked up here a Super Smash Bros. Melee for GameCube, because I'm a huge Smash Bros. Fan, so there's that. They also had the Smash Bros. On the Wii, and they had the Smash Bros. Switch, but I was like, it's going to be too heavy, so I made my decision to just grab the Melee one. I mean, out of all 3 of them, that's the better choice. Now, if they had the N64 one, obviously. Anyways, then we got 2 Pokemon guidebooks, because I collect Pokemon strategy guidebooks. I have a bunch of them already myself, in English and Japanese. So, to add to my ever-growing Pokemon strategy guidebook collection, we got here Ruby Sapphire. And by the way, Ruby Sapphire is my favorite of the games, because that 3rd gen's my thing. Anyway, I love 3rd gen. Anyways, then we got the Fire Red, Leaf Green. And I also remember when I was younger, I had the Fire Red, Leaf Green English, and I had the Ruby Sapphire English as well. So great to add these to the collection. And by the way, I rebought those in English already. Anyways, moving on to the next items, we got some shirts. We went to where was it? We went to a suburb, and we were mostly going because A, I wanted to check out the suburb. B, people have said suburbs you can find better deals at the off stores, like Hard Off, Mode Off, Hobby Off, a House Off, all these types of book offs. So I decided, hey, A, I want to see what a Tokyo suburb is like a Tokyo suburb city, and B, check out a Hard Off. So I went to a Hard Off that had a off house and a Mode Off. So we found 2 vintage shirts. We got here a Super Mario. I don't know what you guys think. Do you guys like the Fate? I like it. I think it adds to it. So, but this is what? Mid to late 90s look. So I like it. It's my size. Cool. And then we also got a vintage New Japan Pro Wrestling shirt, which is cool as well. I'd probably say early 2000s, but this is also another cool one. And then keeping with the theme of shirts, we went to the Bape store because obviously, A, You guys know I like Bape, because as you guys see in videos, like convention videos, you'll see I have my Bape fanny pack. So I like Bape. So I had to stop off at the Bape store because the prices were astronomically cheaper in Japan than they are here, or even US, or even Europe, anywhere in the world. Because again, Bape is a Japanese company. So we picked up 2 Bape shirts. We picked up this. And by the way, we went to the Japan room because there they do them like designer stores where they have the separate rooms where you know the different collections. So we went to the Japan exclusives. I picked up this. We have this shirt in English, like in the world release, but it's not written in Japanese here. It's written in English. So this is the Japan exclusive. And then I also got this, which is exclusive to the Shibuya store, because I'm pretty sure other locations would have their version, but this is like the Bape logo overlooking Shibuya. So these 2 I picked up, which was great. Then we got some records. Well, before we get to records, we got singles. We got some cards. And Akihabara, I went to go play some arcades. And for anyone who knows Dragon Ball Heroes, Super Dragon Ball Heroes, I should say, knows that it's fun if you're into Dragon Ball and you like cards. It's fun. If you're not, no. So I went and I played and I got this many cards. Because what you do in the Super Dragon Ball arcade, for anyone who doesn't know, you put in your money, which is about 100 yen, which is, yeah, anyhow, so you put 100 yen, and then you select your game that you want to play. If you want to play the story mode or you want to play against someone, so you play but you got to go with story mode. If you play against someone, you're not going to get the card. So you go to story mode. Then if you have your Capsule Corp card, you add that on. If not, then you get a card, pull it out, and then you play. And you got to make a team of 6. So like, this is the rarest card I pulled. I don't know if it's a valuable card. I just know that it's like the rarity. But yeah, so we got like something like Yamcha and his girl, or whatever this girl, Future Gohan. Vegeta from Dragon Ball Super. We got Goku, Future Gohan, and Piccolo. We got Jiren, Super Saiyan 3, Bardock, and this android. Forgot her name. Master Roshi. Hit. And then we got not 1, but we have 3 Goten. And by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, when you play Dragon Ball, the Super Dragon Ball Heroes, if you have a card like this one right here, and you get the Trunks that also has this. So it's essentially a fusion card is what it is. So what you do is what you do with the team is you'll put the Goten and the Trunks, but it has to be the same Trunks that has the Gotenks in the back. So you put them down next to each other, and then it'll give you the ability to fuse when you're choosing, because there's a moment where you choose 2 characters to go at it. So if you put both of them out, they will fuse, and then there'll be Gotenks fighting. Now, there are also fusion cards you can pull where it's a permanent fusion. But if you don't have it and you have something like this, like for instance, I'll give you an example. Like you see this Vegeta? This is just a standard Vegeta. But you can get a Vegeta that has Vegeta or Gogeta in the back. So then you just look for the Goku. Anyways, it's fun. I spent probably like 2 hours playing that. Literally, I spent 2 hours because I wanted a lot of the cards. So because these are cool. Anyways, and next we got some Pokemon cards. Not really a lot, just 4 of the same card, because when I went, Classic Card Collection just came out in Japan a little bit ago, and I was looking forward to the set. Now, obviously, the English set to me is not the same. It's garbage. To me, it's a completely different set. But I'm still going to get this exact card in English as well. And what is that card we were talking? 4 Raichus. Yes, I got a play set of Raichus. I'm looking for it in English and just the Raichu. That's all I really cared about. Like, I wanted to pick up the Charizard, the Mewtwo. So there was Charizard, Mewtwo, and there was one other card, but they were expensive. So I said, no, I'll just grab the Raichu. And by the way, give me your thoughts on Classic Card Collection. Like, it came out at 400 USD, which is probably what, like 500 Canadian. You know, what's your thoughts on the Classic Card Collection? You think it's worth the price they're asking? Is it a ripoff? Is the quality worth the price? Let me know in the comments below. But me personally, I just wanted the Raichu. Anyhow, moving on to the next stuff, we got records. Yes, I got records for myself. We got 145, and because I was picking up for my dad, because he told me pick up any records I see for him, because if some of you know, he sells records, so he told me to pick up if I see deals. So as I was picking up some 45s, I saw this cool one. A Japanese version of YMCA. After seeing this, I've been trying to find the music video to see how, what is it, but I want to listen to this. This is cool. So, yeah, YMCA Japanese. Anyways, then we move into other records. We have my favorite Japanese artist, and I actually listened to him a lot, and the deal was so good. I wish the store had more, but they didn't. So, anyways, it's one of Masatoshi Nakamura's record, or as the Japanese like to say, Nakamura Masatoshi. He's my favorite Japanese artist. Like, actually, to be honest with you, he inspired me to, with one, because if some of you know, I write movies. He inspired me to write one of, now obviously, it's very elaborate and very costly, so it's not like something I'm ever gonna, you know. But anyways, inspiration came from this man right here. And then we move into English Japanese pressing. We have Queen Sheer Heart Attack. Now, the thing at the bottom, as you could see right here, this thing here is telling you that there is a scratch or a slight damage on it. When I checked it, I'm like, I could not see nothing but the most minuscule thing where it means nothing to the record. But yet in Japan, that little tiny thing, oh, we have to let people know about it, and we have to let them know why the price is so cheap. But here, that most minuscule thing, they don't care. It's unless it's noticeable or actually affects the playing. But in Japan, apparently, that's a thing. Because I saw this same record. It was 1,500 yen. And I was like, there is literally, I was comparing the two. I'm like, there is literally no difference. So I said, screw it. I'm taking it. I don't care. So I'm going to save 400 yen. Anyway, so we got Queen Sheer Heart Attack. Then we got 2 Michael Jacksons. We got Michael Jackson Thriller 12-inch single. One side is Thriller. The other side is just the instrumental. If you guys know, I love Michael Jackson. I collect Michael Jackson. So I had to pick up any Michael Jackson record there that was fairly priced. And then this was the best score I've got. For about 22, I believe, is it 20 or no, around 20 something dollars for a $95 record. Yes, you heard that right. $95, because I had to double check on Discog, because this was on the wall. This was on the wall, so I had to check to be like, is this really worth it? And I'm like, damn, I don't care, even if I'm not an MJ collector. Damn, that's it. Michael Jackson's bad, and everything is there. In Japan, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, they have these spine cards right here. And this actually makes a huge part of the value. Like, I saw ones that were missing the spine cards were like 40, 50 bucks. Think about that. With the spine card, 95. Because obviously, because when you collect Japanese records, you want it to be complete. And then there's also another insert inside that you don't get in normal, like, European pressings or US or Canadian pressing, only in a Japanese pressing. So that was in there too. So I'm like, then we got this at at a different hard off. I just saw this on the hallway because some hard offs that have like or the off stores, I should say, they're all run by the same company, by the way, but the off stores, they have different levels and floors. By the way, when there's different floors, you have to pay at that floor. You can't pay at a different floor. That's one thing, even if it's run by the same company. Some of them will put like some of the random stuff outside in the stairs, and they will put them at the price that they have there, and they will have it slashed down. So like, let's say it used to be 10,000 yen. Now you see it in the hallway, it's like 8,000 or 7,000 yen, because they've had it for so long, they're just putting it in the hallway. Because that's how they do their quote-unquote sale, if you will, like a sale section. Now, if it's just a single floor, they won't do that. They will just do the sale on the item there. But anyway, so I saw this as I was walking in the hallway. They had a bunch of banners, actually. Actually 4 banners and a bunch of figures, and those figures were loose, and I don't do loose figures. So I picked this one up because the price was way too good. And I actually have a bunch of banners myself. I have like 3 banners. So this is adding to my banner collection. And pretty nice. I'm trying to see if I can, there we go. Because it's way too big. This is pretty nice banners. So I'm going to figure out a place to hang this banner. Because the price was really good. As a banner guy that actually, because I have like Dragon Ball Z banner. I have Final Fantasy banner. I had another anime, but I gave that one to one of my friends because he was really into it. I'll deal with that. I'll deal with rolling that up. Anyway, so he was really into it, so I gave him that. I had what was it? The Black Clover one, but it didn't fit. But that didn't fit with my theme, so I just said, you know what? I sold the Black Clover one because also I'm not really a fan of Black Clover. The only reason that was there because when I bought the other 2 banners, that came with it, but it just didn't fit my theme. So now I have 4 banners. And actually, if I could, I'd rather have banners over posters when it comes to anime and video game stuff. Movies, I want posters, but anime and video games, I'd rather the banner over the poster. Anyways, I'm rambling on. Then we went to, at the first week, we went to Ueno, because a lot of people talked about Ueno, great city, it's near Taito City and Akihabara. So I said, you know what? It's close to me. I'll go to Ueno. I walked around Ueno. I saw the park. I did a little bit. Then I saw a store that showed some figures and stuff and anime. And then they said top floor, Pokemon plush, and then a Godzilla section, a Card Captor and Sailor Moon. So I said, you know what? I got to check out the floor. So I went. One of the floors was literally a Godzilla store. So I picked up in that store this thing. A 2004 looking version Godzilla. And I also picked up a Godzilla shirt, which I wore in Japan. And right now it's in the laundry. So if anyone want to check out the Instagram, I have a post of it. But yeah, here's that. And then we went to go see the Godzilla -1 movie when it came out, because I got to see it day of release, and I've been so excited. That was one thing I really wanted to do when I went to Japan, was to watch Godzilla -1. So after the movie was done, I picked up some Godzilla merch. Yeah, I picked up this 1954, not exactly 54, but 54 style, because I love the 1954 Godzilla, and -1 took you back to that. So that's why, by the way, Godzilla -1, my favorite. Anyway, so we picked up this patch, which I'm going to put on my bomber jacket. We picked up this 1954 style figure, and this one actually is in the seal baggie, and I'm going to keep it that way because it's a Toho exclusive, Toho Cinema exclusive version. Now, by the way, if anyone has any of the original Godzilla 1950s, 60s figures, even if they didn't do figures until whenever, if 50s, 60s, 70s figures, I actually collect Godzilla. So here's a Toho Cinema version of the 1954. And then we picked up a Godzilla -1 hat, because I love hats, so we got a -1 hat. And then, as you guys know, I play card games, so I had to get me. And in Japan, playmats are huge, much bigger. Like I said in the previous one, where in the previous pickup, where you guys, I told you about card sleeves and OCG. Same thing goes with playmats. They're much bigger, better quality, and they're crazier. So I picked up a Godzilla one. I wanted to pick up a few of the anime ones, but they were expensive. Like, when you did the conversion, 40 plus. And I'm like, damn, I normally pick up my playmats between 20 and 30. Like, I saw one that was actually very high quality. It wasn't the mouse. They do a lot of mouse pad material there, but there was mouse pad. It was like a mix of mouse pad and like fabric and all that stuff. And I was like, yo, this looks sick. But here's the price on it. Check it. Almost $100. It was like 90 something. And I was like, hell no. I also wanted to pick up a few older vintage Pokemon ones. But again, very expensive. Like over $100. So I said, screw it. I saw this at the Toho Cinema for Godzilla -1. I said, hails to the yes. So here's my new playmat. And then finally I picked up, in Japan, they don't really do posters like the way you think. They do mini posters. It's very rare to find full-size posters. It is. It's actually rare. Because more than often than none, they will do mini posters. Because again, it makes sense. In Japan, the houses are smaller. The apartments are smaller. You have less wall space. So it makes sense why they rather push out mini posters, and maybe for every 500 or 200 or whatever, it's something crazy like that, mini posters, they might press one regular poster and they won't have it everywhere. So I picked up 2 double-sided mini posters of Godzilla -1. One is for me, one is for a friend of mine, because he's been raving and hyping about Godzilla -1. And when I told him there's a merch stand, he was like, oh my God, so lucky, so lucky. So I said, you know what? It's cheap. I'll pick him up one. So here it is. It's so cool. Very cool. And then here's the other one. So I picked up 2. So there's all my personal pickups. If you have not yet seen part 1, I'll link it in the description below. You can go check out part 1. That's the shop pickups. This is part 2. Look forward to part 3, which is another shop pickups. Anyways, remember, if you like this video, smash that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed, and hit the bell button to be notified when we upload new videos. Anyways, remember, as always, enjoy life. Keep on collecting. And we'll see y'all for another video.